Howdy folks, welcome back to Sailing Slow Motion. This is day 2, which to me I think is going to be one of the more exciting days because we have Stump Pass that we have to get through today. We have thunderstorms on the horizon. This is going to be, they're calling for 100% thunderstorms at 9 o'clock at Venice, which we should be right around Venice around 9 o'clock. So this is going to be a day, but I'm just getting started. I pulled up anchor, opened sails. I took about a 4-hour nap. And I just blew off course, so I need to focus, and I will see you all when the sun comes up. All right, the sun is coming up, starting to crest over the horizon over there. The thunderstorms have been rolling. I could hear the thunder, and the winds have been picking up, getting gusty, and pulling us along pretty nicely at hitting around 3 or 4. Nothing too exciting, but faster than paddling. And slowly making our way down there. If we can keep this pace, then we can make it in time. But right now, it's still pretty questionable. I keep playing this game that I'm sure everybody is playing. It's how long can I keep my eyes closed and still go straight? Get about 10 to 15 seconds before I can feel the wind shift on my face. I have to correct it. But it's fun. Super micro naps, a bunch of them in a row. Well, the winds have died off again. We're going 2.5, so we'll see what happens. But it's breakfast time. I'm hungry. Something that I used to do on the Florida Trail, just because I was trying to go fast, like by trying to keep my stop time as limited as possible, was I would take my oatmeal, then my coffee, and I'd put some coffee grounds, this is instant coffee, put some instant coffee in my oatmeal, and then pour the hot water into the bag so I don't have a dirty dish, and then eat the coffee oatmeal out of the packet. So I'm gonna try that again, see if it's still good. It was good on the trail because you're starving and you're like desperate for calories, so we'll see if it's good in general. I wanna show you my cramped kitchen. So where I sit, my dash, everything, it gets so messy just even after one day. But so take this out, easier with 2 hands, but this is a little sandy, so we're just going to give it a little rinse. Oh yeah, that's good. And then put a little water in here. All while trying to steer the boat in the non-winds that we have. It's crazy. Like last week it was so windy coming from the north, it would have been perfect, but this week it's not playing fair. All right, so I have my lighter stashed right here. Turn the gas on, fire it up. Put the lighter back, and then before that melts anything, we get the water on it. All right, and then I don't have too much water going because I don't need a whole lot. I don't want to melt my pants either. But flame's a little crazy. I think it's just because it's cold. There's plenty in the canister. But that'll boil shortly, and then we'll add it to some oatmeal packets, and then it'll be chow time. All right, so we got the water boiling, and I opened the oatmeal packets already. So I'm just going to take the scoop out. This one scoop is probably enough for both. So just pour a little bit in this one, about half. And it better be good, because I'm about to add it to this one too. All right, so 2 tablespoons, that's a tablespoon for each bag. That should be pretty coffee full. All right, so it's all mixed up. It looks like chocolate coffee, or chocolate oatmeal. Looks delicious. Let's see how it tastes. I might have put too much coffee in there. Let's see. Woo! That tastes like coffee. Well, it's hot, it's caffeinated, It's gonna fill me up with these 2 bags, so it's a good breakfast. And I still have some water in there. I might just make me another real coffee on top of this. Quick update, this is not good. Don't do this, do not try this at home. I'm gonna eat it because I have to, and I did it on the trail and it was fine, but here, it's not fine. Do not do this. Make your oatmeal and eat it, and then make your coffee. So with these storms that they're calling for, there's rain off of our port side. I'll show you. So there's rain happening over there, but it doesn't look like it's severe. I don't see any towering cumulonimbus clouds or anything crazy. And it looks pretty good over here to our east. So I'm not gonna reef sails. If it comes in and it's got some heavy winds, that's fine. I don't see it lasting very long. That's probably not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is reef early and reef often, right? That's the saying. But winds are forecasted to be light and variable, and I'm gonna take anything I can get. If that's sinking one of my Amas under the water and ripping us at 20 miles an hour down the coast, that's fine, I'll take it. Anything to get us to the marina in time. So it's a struggle. I see a boat over here, one other racing boat. I don't see anybody else in front of me as far as I can see on the horizon, or behind me as far as I can see on the horizon. And this guy I saw when I woke up this morning at 2:30 and I was packing stuff up. I saw him going by, so he's been up for a long time as well. And he's got a lead on me by about 1/4 mile, and I'm sure he'll keep it. He looks pretty fast, so at least he's trying to get to the marina as well, get to checkpoint 1 in time. So there's somebody else trying, it's not just me. But I really don't see any other boats. I mean, there's a power boat coming up behind us. Maybe I can toss him a rope and he can yank us down there. I've been doing this task right here for so long today. I really just wanted to get a video clip of it to document it, so I can look back on this video in the future and reminisce of the muscle aches and the frustration and the wind shifting and this moment of absolute glory. Oh man, this storm that's coming behind us, when that rumble rolls, it's not like a short roll at all. It's just like, it's almost like a semi truck is driving behind me. So still going to adhere to the I'm not reefing rule and see what happens. I mean, really it might make good video. The worst thing that I think might happen is the rope might get ripped out of the track, and then the sail's going to be loose. I mean, mounted from the top, and then the clew and the whatever the other one's called. But it'll be mounted in the 3 points. But I think it might pull the rope out, possibly, because it's kind of loose on the bottom. I don't know what happened to the mast, but it has opened up just a little bit. So, but anyway, that's back there. That's not here. And again, I just wanted to capture this moment. So. I'll see y'all hopefully when we get to Stump Pass. And that's my dad with the weather report. Okay, so my dad just said that there's a large blob of stuff headed my way. The green stuff arrives soon. The orange and yellow I'll get to enjoy around 10:30 to 11, but should be all clear by noon. So it is 8. Okay, so just a couple hours. That's not bad. And hopefully there's a lot of wind in there, and that'll get us down to Stump Pass. Ooh, I hope I hope it's gone by the time we get to Stump Pass. That's gonna be rough already. Hate to do that in a storm. It is just so hard to make any forward progress. This is crazy. My dad just told me that I'm number 55 on RaceAl, which is insane to think there's only 54 more boats ahead of me out of the 80. There's nobody behind me, unless they're on the intercoastal over there. But I don't know. I know some of the boats didn't start. I don't know how many of them. So there's wasn't 80 boats that launched, but still. I'm not too upset with being 55th right now, because I'm in front of that guy right now. I'm just now passing him. So, and I see another race boat in front of me. So if I can get him if that one's not counted yet, which I doubt it is, and then that one right there, if I can get to 50th, I'll feel like a winner. Some of those boats were super fast, so, you know, I would like to know where I rank in, you know, Cat 5, which is the category for this thing, so. But anyway, we'll find out when it's all over. For you, you just got to watch a couple more videos and you'll know. I got to live through it soon enough. That boat in front of me that I thought was a race boat, I'm not so certain that it is anymore because it's a sailboat and it's going into Venice Inlet. And unless that person thinks that rowing through that whole canal and all those bridges is going to be better than dealing with the storm as it rolls over, I don't know. I think that would be more troublesome than being out here. So we'll see. It's starting to rain now, so it's fast approaching. It'll be here soon. But there's no wind with it. The wind is still coming from our east and the storm's coming from our west. There's about to be this conversion. That's about it's starting. So the sailboat that's out there, it's a two-masted boat. He's got both his sails up full, so he's not reefing either. He's begging for this wind. And there's two boats on the beach right over here that we're passing right now. And I know that they're in the Everglades Challenge because I recognize one of the shirts. It's super bright orange. And they're on I don't know if the bright orange shirt's on the trimaran, but there is a trimaran over there, and then there's a regular sailboat. They just launched the sailboat onto the beach. So I think they were gonna ride out the storm possibly. They looked out on the horizon and they saw my boat and that boat with full sails up, and they're like, screw it, let's go. That's all in my head, of course. All right, our lightning detector just let us know that lightning is striking 6 miles away from us. So, yeah, it's getting a little closer. We'll see. When I was in the military, they said lightning within 5 was the key for getting out of the area. So it's not lightning within 5 yet. It's lightning within 6. We're safe. Right now, the winds are like me. They got no idea what they're doing out here. It's kind of swirly. There's nothing. I'm trying to paddle and keep the sails up and get something, just a little something. But the only thing I can really bank on is the big swells. I can go with those. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now at 1.5 knots. So heading back into shore to get closer. Just because if the storm comes in and it's bringing a bunch of waves and craziness with it, I'd rather be, you know, close enough to shore. It's all beach. So worst case scenario, if everything is absolutely horrible, turn towards the beach, run it ashore. Just let the wind do whatever it's going to do, and then we'll deal with it afterwards. But guaranteed, we're in no real danger here. Like, there's safety within a mile. Just got to get there. I have so much confidence in this boat. It's ridiculous. Probably more than I should. But we're good. We're safe. We just need some wind. Come on, storm! Bring the wind! The guy that's in the double master out there, he's probably 5 miles out into the water. At least 3. He's past the 3 mile line for sure, because I'm a mile from shore. But he's like turning into it. He's gonna go Lieutenant Dan this storm. Good for him. Oh man, so it looks like that storm is clearing out. I can see the double-masted boat again, and I'm starting to be able to see further and further across the horizon. That's a bummer. And we got no wind out of the deal. Been paddling the whole time. And the lightning striker just went off 19 miles from here, so we missed it. Dang it, no wind. I paddled all the way to Cape Hayes. Whew. We got 16 more miles. Oh, that's dangerous. 16 miles. All right. I'm seeing something interesting happen to the south. It just got real hazy up there. And there's like fishing boats and there's 2 sailboats up there, and I'm just now losing them. They're both headed into shore, but whatever's coming, I can see that blowing across straight up from the south. So I'm about to tack back towards land. Hopefully that's a bunch of wind. Well, it is wind, and it's got us at about 4. If we can get to 5, we'll set a record in the past 2 days. As the storm is gone and the wind is gone, all hopes of getting to checkpoint 1 on time are pretty much gone. It's 15 and a half miles away. So the past hour we've gone 2 miles and have made a half-mile progress towards it. I'm still gonna go, but I just wish there was wind. Alright, so I've been paddling my little arms out for the past hours, and we've had good wind, we've had no wind, and just trying to get to Stump Pass before dark is my current goal. We're not gonna make it to the marina by 6, that's just not gonna happen. Unless something crazy and the wind came from behind us and rocketed us. But right now we are cruising at 3 knots in a relatively straight line where we need to go, which is awesome. So our tacks are minimal. I think it's because we're so close to shore, we're getting that shore breeze. But anyway, if everything pans out right, we are gonna go through Stump Pass around 5 p.m. I'm not sure what the tides are, and I really don't care what the tides are. We're going anyway, no matter what. So, and the reason why I say that is because we're going to have a southwest wind, which we're going to pass Stump Pass, turn, and then come up into it with a nice wind at our back, and that'll drive us in. And that should push us even with, you know, an outgoing tide if there is one. And if it's low tide, then we'll just try not to hit a sandbar. So we'll see. But we're gonna go in Stump Pass, hook up, and then hook right around to go around that island that's up there, and then bank north. And I'll probably drop sails and switch to paddle right up banking north. Paddle across to get into that channel, and then paddle to the marina, because I don't think I can, and it's gonna be like 2 miles, but I don't think I can sail in there because the wind direction. So I just got off the phone with Cape Hayes Marina Checkpoint 1, Mr. Moon, and I was notified that this year has been a struggle for everybody to get down there, that they are not disqualifying anybody who gets there after 6, which is awesome. I'm glad I've put so much effort into trying to get there by 6, but now I can breathe, relax just a little bit, and I still want to get through Stump Pass by 6 and get there by 8, which is pretty close, but we're safe. We're not disqualified, which is awesome. So big sigh of relief. So check this guy out that I'm being passed by. An inflatable catamaran. I think it's got to be so light. He's fast. I saw him way back there. I wasn't really paying attention, but he caught up to me and he's passing me now. It wasn't too long ago that I thought we would get there at 4:30. I thought, maybe 5. I thought, well, it's 5:30. Now the earliest we're gonna get there is 6, and hopefully we get there before it's dark. I don't get it. I don't understand why I can't make headway right now. Going right into a school of fish right here. You can see the water churned up and it's been circling. No one's gonna jump. Oh, there's some jumping up there. I can see all the silver flashes on that far side. The problem's not so much like the distance paddling, it's just the fact that once you stop, you lose your moment. Like, you have to continue going non-stop for hours and hours on end. My hands are cramping, my shoulders, my neck, like everything's cramping. And we got 0.6 miles to go. Well, folks, in the struggle to get to Stump Pass that has taken many, many hours since we were 4 or 5 miles from here, it is now 6 p.m. The sun is about to set. It is low tide at Stump Pass. I can see the sandbar that reaches all the way out as the boats come in and out. I don't think there's going to be any action for us in there today. Unfortunate. I was really hoping to get the show, you know, of Stump Pass. All the videos I've seen of it have been pretty impressive, and people holding on to their hats, literally, you know, going through there. It looked like a real dangerous thing. I was pretty excited for it. But from what I can visually see now, with the sea state being as calm as it is, there is nothing. Check this out. Look at this. There's nothing happening out here. It's just dead. So I think we're at a low tide. There's no current. Well, there's current definitely blowing north, but that's just going to push us into the channel, and any wind is blowing the same way. The slight little whiffs of baby's breath that are blowing every now and then. So there'll be no show today, I don't think, but I'll turn it on just in case. But if not, next clip will be at Cape Hayes Marina as we go get our little check-in done. Late, but getting it done. There's some dolphin feeding right there. See if they show themselves when the camera's out. There's a fin. Yeah, there's a fin. And a tail slap. All right. Before we go into Stump Pass, it's probably going to end up being dark, because I still got to get down to the houses before I can cut in. I just want to say that this is probably the most rowing that I've ever done in a single day in my life. And I've been on a lot of backcountry trips in canoes and in kayaks, but we've gone 34.7 miles so far. We still have 3 more to go. I've never done that paddling in a day before. I am so ready to get to the checkpoint, check in, and then go anchor somewhere and go to bed. Okay, we are fast approaching Stump Pass, and we have a sunset about to happen. I don't know which one to point the camera at. One of these is going to be entertaining. So Stump Pass looks pretty flat. Nothing too much happening there. I know I was supposed to go until I saw the red buoy before I turned in. I don't see any buoys, so I'm going to go to that house there and then turn in. I see the jet skis. They're kind of going right over the top of it, so it can't be too bad. But the sunset back here, oh my gosh. We got these storm clouds over here look pretty good. And then the sunset happening here. That's looking pretty good. I see a windrider sail coming out of Stump Pass. I guess that's probably meat delivery and catamaran. I don't know why they didn't go down and come out on the other side. Maybe tide's coming out. It's just easier. Yeah, so coming out the channel, that's definitely meat delivery and catamaran. I'm just watching them to see how far out they go. Well, they're heading north, so they'll probably just run that shore. But I want to cut in there, but I can't tell where the shallows are, so I was watching the jet skis, hoping they would do something, but they went around too, so. You can see we're kind of going broadside through the rollers. I think this is the part that's normally white capped, like the scary part. I can see the bottom. It's probably, 6 feet deep, maybe 8 feet deep. So we'll just go ahead and turn here, angle ourselves in, and ride the ferocious waves in. So I was just talking to meat delivery and catamaran over there, and let myself kind of get drifted into this wildness, but they said tide's coming out, so this is going to be a beast of a struggle for the next 3 miles. But hey, we've been struggling this whole time, so what's new, right? If I put the camera this way, you can see the shoaling and the sunset all at the same time. That's pretty nice. Whew. A good little wave. But yeah, this is pretty nice. I don't I don't think it's too bad. I mean, if you're not used to shoaling, which I've only been in shoaling once before, and really as long as we're not hitting the bottom real hard, I think we're good. But like, I know how the boat is handling. When the waves pick it up, I know what to do. So just get over on that rudder and ride it. But it's pretty smooth. Good old Stump Pass. Yeah, I could imagine if you're in bad weather, this could be pretty nasty. But we're just getting the nice wave, man. That sunset looks so good back there. But yeah, apparently the wind's supposed to die down at 7 is what they were saying, which I thought the winds died down a couple hours ago. But they're bobbing around out there. Hopefully they make some headway. Hopefully I see them at checkpoint 2. Yeah, if tide's coming out, man, at low tide, this would be a narrow channel. When the waves pick you up and push you forward, it feels pretty good. It's like a free boost, or somebody on, like when you're a little kid on a swing and someone gives you, we call them underdogs, but you just push and shove. Looks like it's starting to get a little deeper, and then I can see the beach is right there, so I'm going to go ahead and start my turn and start the, what do we got? 3 miles. 3 miles to paddle upstream. Okay, with an outgoing tide. This should be fun. Oh man, with the wind being dead and the current coming out, I'm kind of just sitting here. I'm not making headway. I think I might angle over to the beach and then I'll just get out and pull it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I got out and walked it. That was kind of a bad idea. I don't recommend that one to anybody either. That one was really hard and the bank's super steep. So it's really hard to have footing. And I was barefoot and it's really shelly down there too. And my feet are tough, but still, you don't want to mess them up. So we're in the Stump Pass. Now we're making that first right-hand bend. And I'm gonna get in here, probably drop anchor so I can get the sails down and get dock line out, get everything set up, and then paddle we got 2.5 miles to get to the marina. So, whew. Yeah, only hop out and drag your boat if you absolutely have to, because that was something. That's something I'll never do again. That was a once-in-a-lifetime deal there for me. Next time I'll wait for high tide. I just dropped anchor so that I could drop the sail, and the mosquitoes came in by the thousands. So real quick, I just lit my citronella candle down here. You see that? Oh, my leg's in the way. So I had citronella candle going, and then I lit the thermocell just now. The mosquitoes are still here, but hopefully they thin out. But yeah, that was a scary cloud of mosquitoes. But it looks like it's keeping them away already. They're staying about 5 feet away. Ooh, right behind my back. So many of them. So I would shine the camera onto me, but I have to shine the light in my face. So I'm trying to keep my night vision a little bit. But I just wanted to say that this reminds me so much of when I was a teenager doing backwater canoeing trips with my dad and friends. It's so dark out here. The stars are starting to come out, which is good because there's lightning in the distance too. But it's just nice and calm and peaceful in here. Super dark. I almost hit a post that was sticking up out of the water. Like when I say almost, I mean like within 3 feet of hitting it before I noticed it. So you can see how far my sail is draped down. I should have pulled that up, but it's blocking my view pretty good, and the post just showed up right in front of the Aka. I had to turn real quick. But we got 2 miles to the marina and do our check-in, and then leave and get back out into the Gulf and then drop anchor. That's the plan. You see this post that's sticking in the water right here? There's like, it's not reflective or anything, and they're all over. This is crazy. Real quick, we just finished checkpoint 1. I didn't get any video. We just turned and burned that stop, and we're getting ready to roll on out of here and get out, find a campsite, or at least an anchorage. Howdy folks. So it's the end of day 2. I was coming out the channel. I was going to go as close to Gasparilla Pass as I could get. I don't want to go out into that shoaling when it's dark, so I can do that in the morning. So I'm at an anchorage before Gasparilla Pass. It is 11:30. I did almost 40 miles today, and I'm done. My wrist is killing me. I don't know what I did to it, but just whenever I grab anything or get up or put any pressure on it, it just hurts so bad. So I took 2 Advil, so hopefully that fixes it in the morning. I'm better. We'll see. So anyway, thanks for watching. Tomorrow's the first day of our 100-mile run. I'm going to try and do it in 2 days and get us down to checkpoint 2 on, what day is today? Sunday. So get us down there Tuesday night, and if not Tuesday night, then Wednesday morning. So that's the plan. So tomorrow's a big day. Get out, back onto the Gulf, and then push for miles. See you there.